Hello everyone, Forest gameplay here, ps4. I'm gonna give you a tour of my base here. For anybody that's new to this game, and you've heard of the forest and you like it, I reckon I have some great tips here for beginners or even somebody that's played this game a bit. This location here, it's the most ideal place in the map, depending on your play style. At the start when I played this game, I was really bad at fighting the cannibals, and I may have died a lot. I used to use melee attacks. Really not the way to go in this game. You'll die a lot using melee attacks because it costs stamina. So I used to build in the fertile lands, the plains. It's really a great place to build. It's got all the animals, all the plants, and and you never get attacked over there. It's really the safest place in the island. But I've got more experience and now I fight here because it's more hostile. There's always action and that's what I want. This is my armory here. I'm really going to fill this armory sometime. I leave this lobby open to the public, and sometimes they come, they take weapons and they just leave. They don't put back. You see here I've built a stick fence there. The cannibals climb trees and they can jump onto my base from the trees. I know I could cut the trees down, but I really like the foliage. I like the look of this base, and I've built a defensive wall there, or defensive spikes the whole way along my base here. If you're on your own, it's really costly with logs to do that, but those defensive spikes, if you're playing Build and Destruction on, you don't want to lose your base. Those spikes are so durable. I've had many Armsies, Mutants, Virginias uh, attacking those spikes along with like 5, 6 cannibals, and you just take your time and kill them all. Stand there, don't worry, those spikes can take a beating, and if you lose one, well, it's only 9 logs to repair. You see me my stairs there isn't really flush. It used to be flush, but you, you see I've got Build and Destruction on and player PvP off. I leave this open to the public. One guy came in and he left the gate open, and cannibal came in, and the stairs is really weak. The stairs was destroyed, and it's cost me another 19 logs to repair. And I didn't get it right the second time, so I really just slapped it up and didn't care. But I leave my lobby open to the public, and I always seem to meet a lot of trolls. I kind of want trolls too, because a lot of them are noob and they really don't know. I give them all my weapons, all my armor, and I name my forest lobby Destroy My Base You Die. I know it's going to attract trolls, and that's the idea. You see I've got all the weapons that I can put cloth fire weapon onto. If you're ever facing a troll, or you want to be a troll or whatever, don't shoot people with flintlock pistols or bows or crossbows or any of that crack swords or modern axes. Fire weapons the way to go. This guy, I give him everything. I give him 10 pieces of armor. And then once he got set up, he just started shooting me with the flintlock pistol, and I just kept jumping at him. Every time he hit me, I jumped as if to say, you're not hurt me with that, you know. I let him shoot me 5 or 6 times. He was running around beating my base up, trying to destroy it. I just went in and got the fire stick with the cloth. I lit it. I hit him one slap, and it depleted his whole 10 armor. Fire's really costly in hard survival. It really just depleted his armor in no time. And then the second swipe I hit him, then he ran into my house and he locked the door from the inside. And I could hear his med kits rattling. He really taken a great damage. He came out then, He didn't fight no more. I didn't try to finish him off or anything. He got the message. If you're ever facing trolls in this game, fire weapons the way to go in this game. It puts out the most damage to players. Trust me, you try and use any other weapon, it's a waste of time. But see this base? This base here's it's got everything. It's got blackberries everywhere. It's got blueberries. It's got all the plants: aloe, coneflower, chicory, marigold. And then not too far away, then there's a lake with 5 tents. Well, you get an arrow spawn there. It's got everything. This base. It's got that. There's aloe there. It's got like 12 rope spawn close by to where I've built my base. Every time you start a new game that or spend 2 or 3 days or whatever it takes for that spawn to come back, you've got like 12 rope. If you're building zip lines and you want to save your cloth, this is the base here. And here's an arrow. This is the first thing you should build here. These deadfall traps, they're only 3 logs, 3 sticks. I've got 7 of them there. That's 21 logs, 21 sticks. Put them in that formation, the circle formation, and just you run around. I've seen a video on YouTube of guys doing it. It's really effective. I've got a flint-lock pistol here that's really amazing for the mutants, but I'm trying to give beginner tips here, and when you start on, this is the best way of getting creepy armor. You don't even have to fire a shot or use fire arrows or any of that. These deadfall traps can take out these RMCs in one shot, but sometimes it doesn't seem to catch them right, and it takes 2 shots. That's the first thing if you come to this area, the first thing you build is a hunting shelter, and then the second thing you build then is these deadfall traps. Before you even think about going getting worm suits or any item in the game, you've got all the logs here, all the trees here, all the sticks here. You don't even need a stick bag at this stage. Just build that hunting shelter and build that deadfall trap. Build a drying rack and a water collector. You get a turtle spawn here down at the yacht, real close by. You drink polluted water and hard survival. It'll cost you health. But if you watch all this video, you'll see how amazing this base is, this location. Just leave me base here now. I just passed loads more blackberries, more chicory. I'm looking for the marigold here. There's loads of marigold here as well. I'm probably not showing you all the marigold, but there must be 15 pieces of marigold real close by here. If you do this setup here, and you'll rarely even need marigold for meds. The amount of mutants that comes to that base there, depending on your playstyle. If you like the fight, this is the place to come. If you don't like the fight, you like the building side of the game, well, You want to go to the fertile lands where you won't get attacked. You see there's 2 ponds here where you can get fish, and there's chanterelle mushroom, edible mushroom as well. You see I'm down to 198 pounds. I always seem to burn way more than I eat. I seem to eat berries a lot. There's times there I just couldn't be bothered to go down and get a turtle, so I just eat berries. And I'm always, my strength's terrible. I really don't care about strength. Athleticism, I just sprint everywhere. I get that up really high. That's all you need in this game, is to be athletic. And now I've got the map out there. I'm going straight to that other lake, to the left of the butthole, Goose Lake. You'll come across 5 tents if you just go straight from that base location where I was showing you there. You come to these tents here. Here at the side of this tent you get flares, and just behind it another box with 3 flares, and some tree sap. The reason why I put the tree sap collectors there is because every time you come here, every new game or every few days of sleeping, well, you'll get a pot spawn and you can just lift that pot again. Yeah, I've got so much ammo in the flint-lock pistol, I really don't mind wasting it on animals. Really throwing spears and taking aim. Yeah, it's just much quicker with the flint-lock pistol. And there's deer mushroom here beside those tents as well. More marigold again. You have all the supplies you need in this area of the map, and you'll get all the fighting you want in this area of the map. Yeah, and I would advise anyone, don't waste your cloth and bone armor. My experience with bone armor, it's really poor. Just wait to day 9, get out that deadfall trap. Day 9, the mutants, that's when the mutants spawn in. You'll only come across 1 or 2 mutants. As it goes on to weeks and months, well, you may meet 3 and 4 mutants at a time, but by that stage you've got loads of armor, and you can really easily deal with those mutants. And here's the rope spawn here right at my base. 3 rope spawn here on these boats. You see here, if you drink the water in hard survival, look at the health. It takes a fair chunk of health off you drinking polluted water. If it's dire situation, it hasn't rained or whatever, well, you've got to do it. Use a med kit after. But with the turtle spawning in this area, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be drinking clean water. I dupe a lot in this game. Well, I don't dupe, I get my friends to dupe. Once I set up the base here with the hunting shelter and the deadfall trap, well, I went to the fertile lands then. I got myself a couple of deers, a couple of boar, and a raccoon, and a couple of rabbits, and then I put them all on the rack, and I got my friend then to lift all the skins, save, put all the skins back, and then whenever my friend came back and joined my game the next day, well, he had all the skins that he had taken from me, and he left them back, so we doubled our skins. I've played this game so many times that I really get fed up trying to hunt for raccoons and boars. I really just don't like that anymore. So that's the way I get my skins now, and it's much handier if someone joins my game. Like, I leave it open to the public. Well, I can just take them down there and give them their warm suit, their stick bags, rock bags, spear bags, anything they want. They can take whatever they want. You see there, I showed you the map there. The pin, that lake beside the cave. That's where you want to go. You've got a pot location there. You don't even need a water skin. Just use that pot. A lot of people seems to think, oh, I got a pot here. I've got to boil the water to drink it. You don't. You get a turtle shell and build a water collector, and when it rains, when it fills up, get that pot out, go over to the water collector and just fill it at the water collector. You get more drinks out of that pot than you do with the water skin. And come up this rope here, and there's a crossbow bolt spawn. I only found that out recently. Makes this base even better again. That you even get the crossbow bolts spawning here, because you only get like 10 crossbow bolts. If you can be accurate with the crossbow, it's really effective weapon. And you seen there was 2 rope spawn on those tents as well. That's 5 ropes close by, and then down at the yacht then there's another 3 is 8, and there's 2 cave locations here at this base, with only 3 cannibals in it and a Virginia and a few babies. It's real easy to red out that cave. You'll get the modern axe, the map, the compass on there, and you'll get like 4 bits of rope. You'll get an arrow supply. But these spikes are so durable. These guys can beat away at that all day, and I don't even check anymore for damage. I know that those things aren't taking damage. The first thing you do, it's build that hunting shelter, and then build that deadfall trap. And on day 9, go straight into the fertile lands and try and get some animal skins. So maybe you could get a friend to do that dupe that I said. I think it's a legit dupe. It's not a glitch or a cheat. Your friend just saves with the skins and then puts them back, and then he comes back with the skins. They're doubled. A much easier way of getting, because the raccoons in this game is, I think I had to wait 2-3 weeks one time. I was getting fed up. I kept going to the raccoon location, and they just weren't there. And after 2-3 weeks, I got one. They're so hard to get. The animals are so scarce in this mode. You see, I've got the flintlock pistol. I'm using the tree for cover. I hit that mutant the most, the cowman, where he charges like that. You use the tree for cover. Always be cautious of the RMCs. They knock trees down. I got the cowman down, so everything's all good now. I'm real confident here now. Juking these monsters, it's really not a problem. The babies cause serious damage. That baby took 1 or 2 pieces of armor off me there. As long as you keep moving, these monsters, they can't touch you. I've assigned a crafted bow to my left D-pad and energy mix to my down D-pad. At the start I used to assign the modern axe to the down D-pad and at the bow to the left D-pad, so in case I had a block I would use the modern axe, but I don't block no more. I feint now. I think it's much better. Once you run out of stamina there, like I have now, well, you just hit down your D-pad, pop your energy mix. It's the most vital thing that you can do in this game. At the start I used to use melee attacks all the time, and if you're fighting cannibals, well, you're just burning your stamina fighting one cannibal, and it takes a lot of hits. You'll die a lot using melee attacks. You've got to be an archer and take out the cannibals with the bow. Luckily, I've got a flint-lock pistol here. It's amazing for the mutants. You can take out a mutant with 2 shots at times with a flint-lock pistol. Don't use a flint-lock on cannibals because it takes 2 shots on cannibals. I'm taking a few hits here, but I've got loads of armor. I've never... those babies are really... They seem to cause the most damage. I want to get the babies here. I've never seen as many mutants attack at one time. I count 6 or 7 mutants there. I've already killed a Virginia and a Cowman, and I may have killed an Armsy, but I don't know. I've never seen as many mutants attack. And now I have no armor left and half a health. But these Armsies, they're so easy to juke. I'm gonna get the snowshoes on. You can run faster on the sand. I'm gonna kill this cannibal. He seems to be causing me a lot of trouble on here. If I can get him out, I should have no problem killing these mutants. I've got the cannibal. Now I'm just going to take these guys out with the pistol. I used to be so clueless at this game at the start. I used to get owned fighting mutants or cannibals, but I've been playing this game a few months now, and it's really not that hard. You're starting out at this game. I advise you jump on at the deep end, go hard survival. The enemies are a little bit tougher, but it's the animals. Very few and far between the animal spawns. That's another mutant down. I definitely want this baby. Nearly got killed trying to get this baby. That baby had hit me there. That baby, I think those babies do more damage than Armsies. That's why I want that baby, because you just can't keep your eye on the babies. But I don't know, I've never seen as many mutants attack here at once. That was a first for me in this video. I've killed that many that they haven't spawned anymore. They've disappeared. And luckily for me, I've got loads of gun ammo. That's another thing your friend can do. You can give your friend all your gun ammo, and well, your friend can then save and give the ammo back, and when he comes back, he's going to have that ammo. You just double your items that way. I don't believe it's a glitch or a cheat. There is dupes where you can dupe the ammo and dupe sticks and logs, and I believe that is a cheat, but I don't believe giving them to your friend and then him saving and leaving them back. I don't believe that's a cheat. I've got 300 gun ammo, so If you haven't got the gun, it'll be a lot tougher this game. You just can't deal with the mutants as quickly as I have there. But this is where you get the turtle spawn. Every time you come down to this beach here, it's just seconds away from the base. You'll get a turtle spawn, and you can take its shell and build a water collector up at your base. And behind this log here, you'll get cornflower. There's like 10 pieces of cornflower about this area. It's dark now, you really can't see. But I do know there is like 10 pieces of cornflower about here. And there's chicory everywhere, there's aloe. Not as much aloe as there is chicory or cornflower or marigold, but there's still 6 or 7 pieces of aloe in the close by area of the base. Fantastic base location if you're looking for a fight. There's some aloe there and another piece there. I know there's more somewhere up around here, but I just really can't see it here in the dark. Blackberries everywhere. Here, we're behind this rock, you'll get a piece of aloe as well. You see the many water collectors I have there. Every time I go down that beach, always a turtle spawn. A great base location. Next video I'll show you where the route I go to get the worms.